Hey guys, it's me, Tori, and we're gonna talk about brand today. It's basically why I'm here. It's what I base my career off of. It's how I make a lot of my money. It's what photography led me to believe and realize that is a true passion for me. And that's helping other people tell their stories through their brand. So let's talk about that today. So brand. What does that mean? We hear it a lot. You're starting to see branding agencies with your brand. You're going to hear that a lot. So it's not just about logos and colors, but it's more internal. It's more about building trust and relationships with your client and your community. And whether that's your community that's around you in your town, your creative community, your family, whatever it is, those are the things that make up your brand. So again, it's not just about colors or logos or, our social media. It goes way deeper than that. So for example, part of my brand is trust and communication. And I say that because we're human, we make mistakes, and we're not all perfect. And a lot of times we're all learning as we're going. So if I'm trying something new with a client, I always communicate, we're gonna take another route. I'm trying something new that I've learned or I've inquired, let's give it a try. Me being transparent about that allows me to get creative and also make mistakes along the way, and my client can understand too. So it just creates this whole agency to have some growth. And that's where we have to have that grace with ourselves and other people, as when we're creating, we're going to make mistakes. And with social media and just so many outlets and things that are giving us input on what's right and what's wrong, we can easily get our own views construed, or we don't think we're good enough. So that's why it's really important to be very transparent with your clients, yourself, about the new adventures that you're taking in your creativity world. So I'm trying some new things out, for example, videography. And I'm learning along those ways. So I'm experimenting and learning in a way that I can tell my clients like, hey, I'm learning some things. I want to explore these things. I can see how I want it to look, but the execution, we all know, is always completely different. And so with that open communication, it allows me to have the grace to grow and make mistakes so I can perfect my craft. I take it back to my early days of photography. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't look anything up. I just wanted to dive in and break all the rules that I didn't know existed. Sometimes when we see the rules before us, we try to stay in alignment of that, and it doesn't allow us to explore the possibilities of where we can take our ideas. So that's kind of like how my brain works. So whenever I want to try something new, I kind of just go in for it, try it out, give it a feel, get my results, and then I go look at the process to see like either what rules I broke so I can show you, hey, this really doesn't matter, you can create your own path, as well as to test my knowledge of what I already know. And so I challenge you guys to do this. So if you're ever exploring something new, whether it's a recipe, a creative endeavor or whatnot, just go for it. Try it out and then go back and do the research. That way you can see like where you're in tune. This is a great measurement to see where you are in your industry, whether it's your skill level or knowledge level. So that's something I highly recommend. We can talk about that later. But back to branding. So I didn't realize that I had created a brand for myself until probably 2 years after I had really went into photography like hardcore. Yes, I had my colors, I had my website, I had my logo, but my actual brand was food and a certain contrast and my puns, because if you know me, I love a good dad joke. And I didn't realize that that was part of my brand. That was just part of me. And that's exactly what your brand is. Your brand is you. Your brand is what you speak for. It's what you believe in as a whole. And when you can connect your business and those things, that's when you create your actual brand, and it'll translate into everything that you want with your business. Now, a few things that I find important with brand: trust, communication, relationships, and community. Those are the things that are really going to help you establish your brand and circulate that and share and show other people like what you are and who you are and what you believe in. And then you come back and you change things. You change your colors, you change your fonts, you change your looks. Change is okay. Especially when you're a growing business, everything that you decide in the beginning, I guarantee you'll want to change in 6 months. Because again, you're focusing on your business and what product or service you're delivering. You shouldn't have to worry about everything else. That's when you contact people like me. And there's plenty of people like me that you can reach out to help you with that. But again, that's for a whole nother video about staying focused on what we're good at and what we love doing. And that'll be in the future, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I just really wanted to do an introduction of what brand is and how important it is to your business. and to you as a whole to keep you passionate about what you're doing. So stay tuned. We'll go more into detail about these things, and eventually I'll create individual videos on some of these micro topics that I'm talking about to share with you all. So until then, peace.